Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiva Jagannath Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiva Jagannath Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiva Jagannath Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today is 30th of April. It is a Tuesday. And it is Vaishaka Masa, Madhusudana Masa, and Krishna Paksham, Saptami Tithi. So there is one Vaishnava event today. So this is a disappearance day of Sri Adhamadas Thakura. So there are a few lines from the ISKCON.com. So Sri Abhiramadas Thakura was known as Abhirama Gopala and also as Ramadasa, Abhiramadasa, who was previously known as Sri Dama, a Gopa during Krishna Leela. He is now renowned as Abhirama or Ramadasa. He was the favorite of Nityananda Prabhu. So there is one fasting. So one day, Krishna, Balarama and their covered friends were playing a game of hide and seek. In the middle of their game, Krishna decided to go to Nadia to enjoy his pastimes there. And so, taking with him Balarama and all their friends, he adventured himself in Navadvipa. Somehow or other, he forgot Sri Rama, who remained in his hiding place in a cave. After a while, Krishna noticed that Sri Rama had been left behind and sent Balarama as Nityananda, who found Sri Rama and told him, "Come on, we all gone to Nadia to play there." Sri Rama asked, "Who are you?" Then Balarama said, "I am your Lord Balarama. Can't you recognize me?" "So you can't be my Lord Balaram, you are too small. In Kali Yuga, the measurement of the body is 3.5 hands, whereas in Dwapara Yuga, it is 7 hands. So if you don't believe me, then take off running. If I can't catch you within 10 paces, then you will know I am not Balarama. So, all right, catch me if you can." Sri Rama took off running, but Nityananda Prabhu immediately caught him. But now Sri Rama told him, "Now looky here, you dudes left me behind, so I'm not going to their Nadia or whatever the joint is called." Nityananda Prabhu kept coaxing him, but Sri Rama was adamant. Finally, he manifested an expansion of himself, Ramadasa, who agreed to go, but Sri Ram still wanted to remain behind as his feelings were greatly hurt. Ramadasa was also dissatisfied and very prone to anger. When Nityananda Prabhu's first child was born, Abhirama Thakura came to offer his obeisances to the child, who died upon the spot. In this way, 7 of Nityananda's children had to depart from this world just after taking birth. Finally, a daughter, Ganga Devi, was born to Nityananda Prabhu and Vasudha Devi. When after offering his obeisances to the child, Abhirama Thakur saw that the baby was unaffected, he exclaimed, "This time we haven't been deceived." Then he immediately composed 100 verses in praise of Ganga Devi. When Veerchandra Prabhu took his birth, Abhirama again came to offer his obeisances. When he saw that Veerchandra was unaffected, he composed Sri Bhadrastakam. That's a Bir Bhadrastakam. If Abhirama Thakura would offer his obeisances to any stone other than a Salagrama Shila, that stone would crack. One time, Abhirama Thakur came to Sri Krishna, uh, came to Sri Khanda, wanting to meet Raghunandana Thakura. Mukunda Dasa was aware of his reputation and thus told the Thakura that Raghunandana was not there. Feeling disappointed, Abhirama departed. When Raghunandana heard that Abhirama Thakur had come to meet him, he ran to catch up with the Thakura. Finally, he met him at Bodhanga, where they danced together in ecstasy. When Raghunandana was dancing his Nupur, ankle bracelet came off and fell down at Akaihat, where Kaliya Krishnadasa used to do his bhajan. This Nupur is still being worshipped along with Kaliya Krishna Thakura's deity at Karvi, not far from Katwa. Gopala, Gopala Guru Goswami was also similarly tested by Abhirama Thakura when he was only a small boy living with Mahaprabhu in Puri by the mercy of Mahaprabhu who invested his potency in Gopala Guru. The boy emerged unscathed. So these are few pastimes of Abhirama Thakura, and also there is one more pastime. He has got a whip. Its name is called Jayamangala. So once, whenever Srinivasachari was a boy, he used to go, and then when Abhirama Thakura was trying to touch him, so his wife Malini was saying, "Don't beat him, so otherwise he will dance in ecstasy." Likewise, so there is one more pastime about Abraham Das Thakura. So that is the symptoms of love of Krishna awakened within their person. So that is one pastime. So when Sri Gaurasundara ordered Nityananda Prabhu to preach in Gauda Desha or Bengal, he sent with him Sri Ramadasa, Sri Gadadhara Dasa and others. The atheist trembled in fear at the sight of Abhirama Thakura. He was a learned scholar of the scriptures. According to the desire of Nityananda Prabhu, he married. His disappearance on the seventh day of dark fortnight of the month of Chaitra. So these are the from pastimes of Abraham Das Tagore. Shri Abraham Das Tagore ki jai. So that is today's disappearance day of Abraham Das Tagore. That is from events perspective. We shall quickly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Hare Krishna. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Savanaka says he is in glorifying Krishna Katha, he is rejecting the people of material world who are not hearing the Krishna Katha and whose life is being decreased by the sunrise and sunset and accept the devotees. Tasya Ayurhariti Vaipumsam Mudhyanastam Chayannasau Tasyadhi Yakshunonita Uttama Shloka Vartaya. And also, he is comparing people who are of this material world, they're just like trees, and also blacksmith bellows, and also animals who are eating and releasing the semen. Taravah kim na jivanti, bastraha kim na susinchita, na kadanti, na mehamti, kim grame pasuopare. So he is comparing like trees and blacksmith bellows, and who are eating and releasing the semen just like animals. So now Savanaka says he is further comparing, going bitly deeper into what kind of animals they are. What kind of animals of these material people who are all not hearing Krishna Katha, not glorifying Krishna's names and all his pastimes. So they are being compared to the dogs and stool eating hogs and donkeys and camels. These are the four animals they are being compared. And so Prabhupada is giving a very beautiful purport. We will see why they are compared like that. Okay, so we are in the second canto, chapter number 3, and verse number 19. स्वविद्विराहो उष्ट्रकरैः संस्तः पुरुषः पशुः नयत्कर्णपतोपेतो जातु नाम गदाग्रजः. So this is also very important verse. Swa vitviraho ustrakaraihi. Swa is a dog. Vitviraha, the village hog who eats stool. and Ustraha. Ustra is the camel, and Karehi, and by the asses. These are the four animals. Swa Vitviraha Ustra Karehi. Samslaha Purushaha Pasuhu, and they are perfectly praised. A person, uh, Samstaha Purushaha Pasuhu, an animal. And who is that animal? Animal, Naitkarna Patopeto Jatunama Gadagrajaham, a person who never glorified Krishna, Jatunama Gadagraja in his lifetime. So here, Nayatkarna Patopeto, Nayatkarna of him, Karna is the ear, Pato is the path, Apeta reached Jat at any point of time in his lifetime. Nama, the holy name, Gadagrajaha, Lord Krishna, the deliverer of all evils. So they are being compared like Naitkarna Patopeto Jatunama Gadagrajaha, who have never heard and never glorified Krishna's names and his pastimes. They are compared to Swavitvirahu Ustrakaraihi Samstaha Purushaha Pasuhu. So one who is praising a person who are not the devotees of the Lord, they are being compared to these animals. So translation for this verse, men who are like dogs, hogs, camels, and asses, praise those men who never listen to the transcendental pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna, the deliverer from evils. And purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So can I request, so today is allocated devotees. Malati Mataji, would you like to read the purport? Yesterday you read letter.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The general mass of people, unless they are trained systematically for a higher standard of life in spiritual values, are no better than animals. And in this verse, they have particularly been put on the level of dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. Modern university education particularly prepares one to acquire a doggish mentality with which to accept the service of greater master. After finishing a so-called education, the so-called educated person moved like dog from door to door with the application for some service, and mostly they are driven away in form of no vacancy, as dogs are negligible animals and serve the master faithfully for a bits of bread. A man serve a master faithfully without a sufficient rewards. Person who have no discrimination in the matter of foodstuffs and who eat all the sorts of rubbish are compared to hogs. Hogs are very much attached to eating stools. So, stool is a kind of foodstuff for a particular type of animals, and even stone are eatables for a particular type of animals or birds. But the human beings is not meant for eating everything and anything. He is meant to eat grains, vegetable, fruits, milk, sugar, etc. Animals' food is not meant for the human beings. For chewing solid food, the human being has a particular type of teeth meant for cutting fruits and vegetables. The human being is endowed with two canine teeth as a concession for a person who will eat animals' food at any cost. It is known to everyone that one man's food is another man's poison. Human beings are expected to accept the remnants of food offered to the Lord Sri Krishna, and the Lord accepted food stuff from the categories of leaves, flower, fruits, etc. Bhagavatam 9.26. As prescribed by the Vedic scripture, no animal's food is and no animal food is offered to the Lord. Therefore, a human being is meant to eat a particular type of food. He should not imitate the animals to derive so-called vitamin values. Therefore, a person who have has no discrimination in regard to eating is compared to a hogs. The camel is a kind of animal that takes a pleasure in eating thorns. A person who wants to enjoy family life or the worldly life of so-called enjoyment is compared to the camel. Materialistic life is full of thorns, and so one should live only by the prescribed method of Vedic religious just to make the best use of a bad bargain. Life is life in the material world is maintained by sucking one's own blood. The central point of attraction of material enjoyment is sex life. To enjoy sex life is to stock one's own blood, and there is not as much more to be explained in this connection. The camel also sucks its own blood while chewing thorn twigs. The camel eats cut the tongue of the camel, and so blood wings to flow within the camel's mouth. The thorns mixed with the fresh blood create a taste for the foolish camel, and so he enjoy the throne eating business with the false pleasure. Similar, the great business magnates, industrials who work very hard to earn money by different ways and questionable means, eat the throne result of their action mixed with their own blood. Therefore, the Bhagavatam has treated this disease fellows along with the camels. The ass is an animal who is celebrated as the great fool even amongst the animals. The ass works very hard and carries burden of the maximum weight without making profit for itself. The ass is generally engaged by the washermen whose social position is not very respectable, and the special qualification of the ass is that it is very much accused to being kicked by the opposite sex. When the ass begs for the sexual intercourse, he is kicked by the fair sex, yet he still follow the female for such sexual pleasure. A hen-picked man is compared therefore to the ass. The general mass of people work very hard, especially in the age of Kali. In this age, the human being is actually engaged in the work as an ass, carrying heavy burden and driving thela and rickshaw. The so-called advancement of human civilization has engaged the human being in the work as an ass. The laborers in the great factories and workshops are also engaged in the such burdensome work, and after working hard during the day, the poor laborer has to be again kicked by the fair sex, not only for sex enjoyment but also for some many household affairs. So Srimad Bhagavatam categorize of the common man without any spiritual enlightenment into the society of dogs, hogs, camels, and asses is not at all an exaggeration. The leader of such ignorant masses of people may feel very proud of being adored by such a number of dogs and hogs, but that is not very flattering. The Bhagavatam openly declares that although a person may be a great leader of such dogs and hogs discussed as men, if he has no taste for mm, being enlightened in the science of Krishna, such a leader is also an animal and nothing more. He may be designated as a um, powerful, strong animals or big animals, but in the estimation of Srimad Bhagavatam, he is never given a place in the category of a man on account of his atheistic temperament, or in other words, such godless leader of dogs and hockey like men are bigger animals with the qualities of animals in the great proportion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's a long purport, and Prabhupada is elaborately giving about each and every animal. They are animals in the human society. So, human society, who doesn't have human qualities, though they take birth in the human society, they don't have human qualities. Humans means the understanding, Tat so knowing about Atito Brahma Jnasa, knowing about the spirit soul. But here the people they engage themselves. One is the dog. So comparing people, like dogs. Once they come out from the university education, they go and beg from door to door like a dogs. So to find a suitable master. If they get a suitable master to maintain him, then he is happy. Otherwise, he has to suffer. So they are compared like a dogs who are never glorifying the devotees or Krishna and his pastimes, and they are praising the people who are not the devotees of the Lord. They are compared to dogs, hogs, camels, and asses. And the next one is the person. Prabhupada explains about the hog. Hog eats everything, whatever it is, irrespective, without any discrimination. And here Prabhupada is bringing a very nice description of it. Whoever is offering prasadam to Krishna and then taking the remnants, that is the sanctified one. So Krishna accepts the leaves, flowers, fruits, and all those things as a prasadam. But animalistic people, so in the name of vitamins or so many other things, without a discrimination, they eat everything like a hog. They're comparative like hog. So that is one point. And then further, Prabhupada is explaining about the camels. A camel eats the thorny fruits, and then whenever it is eating, the blood flows, and then it feels that its blood is the very tasty and mixing with the fruit. It thinks that fruit is the tasty one, but actually it is its own blood. And comparing here, people in this material world, even though they are shedding their blood for the sake of others, but still they don't get any kind of happiness. They are compared like that. And also big business people and business magnates, something like that. They work very hard to earn money in different ways and questionable means, and they eat with the thorny results of their actions. At the hardly they don't live more than the prescribed period, but still they work hard for something to convince for fame and prestige or something to accumulate something which is not theirs. It doesn't save anyone's. Uh, कालकर्मगुणादीनो देहोऽयं पाञ्चभौतिकः कथमन्यांस्तु गोपयेत् सर्पग्रस्तो यथा परम्. Everyone will be swallowed in due course of time, but still they are like a camels. Okay, Prabhupada is nicely explaining. And then as he is a very foolish among, it is the greatest fool even among us the animals. So, and then here it is very, it carries lots of load and for the sake of some kind of a morsel of grass. And also on top of that, after working, whenever it goes to the its fair sex, and then there it gets the beats. This is the natural tendency of the people also in this material world. Prabhupada is comparing them. Not only for that one and for many household affairs. Just at the end, he eats just one or two chapatis and a morsel of food at the end of the day. So for that one, he works hard day and night and gets so many beatings from the opposite sex and carries lots of loads of burden. And then further, Prabhupada is concluding like all these kind of people. Um, So such a leader is also an animals who are in this material society who have no taste for being enlightened in the science of Krishna. They are like a nothing more but animals or powerful animals like that. So they are also compared like ahastani sahastanam apadani chatushpadam palguni tatra mahatam jivo jivasa jivanam. So that is their animals or one animal is depending on another animal that is there. One doesn't have to wait, think of it. So Lord arranges for the food sake and everything, it is already there. But people they work very hard and make so many disturbances in the society for no reason. They are such godless leaders of dogs, hogs like men, or bigger animals with the qualities of animals in greater proportion. Okay, so that is a very beautiful purport. And here Saunaka sage is rejecting and comparing the animals of this material society, the two-legged animals. So स्वविट्विराः उष्ट्रकरैः संस्थः पुरुषः पशुः नैत्कर्णपतोपेतु जातु नाम गदाग्रजः. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is related to Mukunda, February 8th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request Jaffna Kanya Mataji to read this letter?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. My dear Mukunda, please accept my blessings. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter dated the 2nd of February 1970. And sorry, 1 minute, I can't see that bit. Oh dear. How do I take this away? Okay, I have noted the contents. Regarding the big house, try to acquire this house according to the form of instructions on the hire purchase system. Regarding temple management, I may inform you that Tamal Krishna may help you how to organize, but if you make him stay in one place and he cannot move to other places, then the idea on which he was left in London, then the idea on which he was left in London that he should see the development of the center in France and Germany will be jeopardized. As our branches are increasing, it is necessary that somebody shall move from one place to another for improving the particular center's activities. Besides that, you have also requested to send Vishnu Jana to London, but you know that whatever improvement has been made in Los Angeles is due to the Sankirtan party going outside the temple. Madhu Visa and Jayananda have gone to San Francisco, and Tamal Krishna has gone to London. So out of the forehead leading boys of the Sankirtan party, they are already out. So the remaining ones, Vishnu Jana's presence is needed here. Gargamuni and Stoka Krishna are engaged otherwise in Vishnu Jana. Oh no, so they're engaged otherwise. So Vishnu Jana is taking care of the new devotees as well as Krishna's party. If therefore, can you move up, please, Prabhu? I can't see it. Something is in the way. Okay, Haribo. If therefore he also goes away, I think that the management here will suffer. Tamal has certainly got valuable talent in dealing with outsiders, particularly with regards to arranging engagements. But I think that some of you also pick up his talents, and then he will be free to move to other places so that they also may utilize his service. There are pending many important businesses in France and Germany. But if Jamal cannot go there on account of London's business, then their business will suffer. I think, therefore, that Tamal's services and talents should be learned by you, and he may be allowed to go at least for a month to Germany and Paris, and then comes back to London. The whole idea is that he may stay 1 month in London and then go out for 1 month to Paris and Germany and then come back again to London. In this way, what's happened, Prabhu? Oh dear. It's moved, Prabhu. Can you? 1 minute. Remove. Right. London. Where am I? Can't remember. Okay, in this way, things are going on smoothly everywhere, and he can devote more time in London for other important things. I have advised Hansaduta to go to London and then to go to Germany for organizing Sankirtan. I could not follow the meaning of the late line of your letter. We look forward to the day when you grace us with your holy instructions for Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtana. If we mean if you mean by this line about the World Sankirtan Party, then I may inform you that for this purpose you will have to wait for some time more. The purpose of World Sankirtan Party will be to establish a center in each and every city and village of the world. This idea is taking practical shape in various centers, just like you started for London Yatra. And now, after 1 year, it has taken shape. Similarly, in Germany, also it has taken shape. But in Paris, it has not taken as yet. Therefore, World Sankirtan Party means to establish a center everywhere we go. I do not mean a correct party, a concert party. Sorry, I do not mean a concert party or musical party that may go to a city, have some performances, and collect some money without any permanent effect. For this purpose, the World Sankirtan Party should consist of members who can impress spiritual ecstasy in the hearts of its people so that some of them may come forward and agreed to establish a center where the Sankirtan party may go on continually. From Krishna Das' letter, it appears that in Germany there is good prospect for opening many centers. When you last went to Germany, it was very effective. Why not first of all start a center in Paris and a few other centers in Germany, and then think of the World Sankirtan Party in the basis of starting a center wherever you go. Both Tamal and yourself, Guru Das and Shyamasundar, think over this idea. And in the meantime, as you are yourself a musical instructor, you can teach the newcomers in the Kirtan movement for future program. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Note, how is Janaki? Ask her to write me a letter. I hope she is doing well. Offer my blessings to her old old to her and Malati ACBS DB. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any take points, Mataji?
Well, Prabhupada is actually reinforcing how to get organized to spread the word about Krishna consciousness. So the key here is about looking at how we can actually propagate our goal, which is to spread the word about Krishna consciousness all over the world. So he's addressing four people. He's addressing how three people have successfully managed this movement so far. But we want more city to be full of this joy of happiness and happiness that Krishna consciousness propose. So he's saying you've got to go out on the streets, don't just sit around and wait for it to happen. You know, it's all well and good building centers, but you got to go and spread the word. And what he's saying is also you to be successful, you have to cultivate and propagate properly. So you will use your talent and your expertise to teach each other and show each other what can be achieved. And he's saying that Tamal Krishna, who is the key person, please take note of his way of managing, and also he's sincere, so he's putting in a lot. You also have to put a lot. And it's one person that's not engaged yet, so he's advising him to take note. And not only that, when you learn enough, you are also encouraged to recruit other people. So by Sankirtan movement, you are actually attracting the world. So you go out and you dance and you show them, look, it's not a shameful thing to go and parade in the public, because you're doing something really good, which is telling the world that you got to chant and be happy, because that's what God is saying we must do. So when you recruit, you got to teach these new recruits how to play music, how to do this, how to do that. So the aim is not to sit around. You got to get moving. You got to develop and develop the movement by sharing what you know and actually do it. In the doing is the matter. We're not here to just do a little piece that we like doing. Part of it is okay, you got to like it to do it, but you need to um, show the world. So what he's saying is every town, village, and cities must know, and the whole world should know, there is a way, there is a way, and there is a way which is a lot easier and more joyful to actually meet the Lord. So he's saying how to recruit, not just to get numbers. You got to nurture those recruits and make them really up to standard. Not everybody would come. You can't be picking up all Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's this selected people that come along with sincere and severe um, attraction to Krishna consciousness. And if you help them on the way, give them a helping hand, they will develop and become real strong members. And the whole world will be engaged in Krishna consciousness. At the moment, is a taste of it all over the world. We have a lot more temples. When Prabhupada left this earth, he actually had 108 temples. It's increased to over 600 now all over the world. But this letter was written in 70. So that has helped these individuals to propagate to this standard we're at now. And because we have groups and people who are interested to go out on the street and have Sankirtan party, to establish the movement a bit stronger. So what we're doing, we're reinforcing the strength of Krishna consciousness and make it be known, because Krishna wants us all to go back to him. And how are we going to do it? We have to join hands to get there. I mean, that's the gist of it, Prabhu. There is the main thing is chant and be happy. Sankirtan movement, here we come. We go to the streets. We have 24 hours kirtan in Birmingham. We have lots of Guru Maharaj coming and dancing on the street in London. So what Prabhupada is saying, we've got some movement going in Germany and London, and is very successful at the time. But he's saying that we must do some more movement in Paris and also Germany. So it's a beautiful letter. I like it. This is what the message is for all of us. Hare Krishna. Sorry, I kept on.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely explained. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So main motto is the Sankirtana party on the basis of starting a center wherever we go and taking the talents from the seniors and existing members and then exhibit there so that all the people will be attracted towards Hare Krishna and it will impress on the heart of all the worldly people. Worldly people. So that is the idea, and and also recruit the team wherever we go. We recruit the team from that local places. That way, it will be easier to carry out the activities of Sankirtana movement. Okay, so that is my takeaway points as well. Thank you so much, Mataji. It's a long letter as well. And from the announcements point of view, so today evening we have got preaching session with Hemlata Mataji at 8 p.m. That is from the upcoming events. And tomorrow, for the Kirtan evening, I'll be sending a post later on today or tomorrow, so that devotees who can take part to do participate in the Kirtana. Okay, so that is from the updates perspective. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall continue with Japa. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, conscious day everyone. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री
Nityananda
अद्वैत
Shri
गदाधर
Advaita